What's up, guys? We got another install video for you guys. These are some canards that go right here on the rear of the car, like I was telling you guys before, on both sides. These canards came straight from Japan. Then I ordered them from Ready. There was a sticker on here that kind of proved that. Don't know where it went, or the bolts, one of the two bolts are now. Right there is a Ready sticker. I don't know what happened to the bolts. I don't have the bolts in here. Or they're stuck somewhere. Maybe, oh, there they are. Just rocketbunny rear canard kit bolts. Should be by 3339. Probably should be about 12 in here, or 8. Or I can do 2 apiece. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 12. 2 apiece for the canards. But they go right here. They're gonna look pretty freaking sick, guys. This is what it sounds like without the intake, with the stock intake. Not too bad with the stock intake. You can really hear the sound of a stock intake, and then the versus a different intake. But we're gonna take this bad boy out tonight, actually, and put in the new one that we have received from a buddy of mine from the 86 Club around here. All right, guys, this is the intake. It's an Injen intake. It's a little dark in the garage right now, but we got the filter, the box, the inlet tube, and the cover with the bolts that I have in that box right there. I'm using my flashlight, so do bear with me here. But this should be a very simple install. You got 2 bolts up there, the cover plate, you got the bolts there. Mainly, the biggest thing is taking everything out. So we're gonna go ahead and take this, intake to the car, take out the stock one, and put this one in. Like I said before, the sounds aren't probably gonna be there when I'm just idling in stock, or like idling at a stop. But when I'm driving, you probably will hear like a little tiny like a whistle kind of, I guess, or just some air coming through. So we're gonna go throw this bad boy in, and hopefully we don't have any issues. All right, I still have to grab my tools, but Philip, we got a bolt there, another flathead here. We'll grab that. Got a line here. We got a bolt there. This will all come out. Pretty sure this is held on by a bolt there, and that should be all that's holding this bad boy on, actually. All right, guys, we got the stock intake pulled out. My throttle body looks pretty clean, so I ain't gonna touch that. Everything looks pretty good from this angle. Got a leaf down here. Looks like we might really need to clean this engine bay up real while we're here, but unfortunately I don't have anything to clean it with. I might have some dirty rags I can use real quick and wipe down. Nice. There we are. We got some dirty rags here. Not really gonna do much to an engine. It's pretty dirty. I need to come in here one day and just really clean it up. Hey, look at my hand. Already really dirty. Stock intake will literally go where the old one went. Pretty simple. Literally 3 bolts, the mass airflow sensor, those 2 little guys, and it just came right out. I'm gonna grab something to clean this up real quick with. All right, guys, the intake is installed. The mass airflow sensor here had 2 bolts. We had this tube, 2 little flathead here. These little guys, these Allen keys, 5 of those. Inside is the intake with the little clip that goes around. Pretty simple install, and it gives it a nice cleaner engine bay to get rid of this big bulky stuff. All right, and this is what the car would sound like with the new intake that we just installed. Gotta let the car warm up for a second. I had it off for a few minutes. Oh God, I can't get out of the car. It doesn't really sound any different than the stock intake, I guess you could say. No different sounding, really. So, yeah, I think it's pretty good. Probably add like 2 horsepower, but yeah, whatever, really. Alright guys, we had gotten the canards on earlier. I didn't really go too in depth of how to install these bad boys, but these things are spaced out pretty evenly on both sides. 2 bolts. There's a bolt there and there's a bolt down there. Hopefully you guys can see those bolts. There are bolts on those 2, and then underneath this one there's 2 bolts holding it on. I took the wheel off, got in behind here, and went up behind it and held it's a screw washer. It's a screw washer with a washer and a nut on the other side. Pretty aggressive. As you can see from a distance, they're pretty cool. Up close, they're pretty cool, but they're all spaced out evenly on both sides. That was my biggest thing. This side on the wide body kit is just a hair up compared to the other side, so there's a little bit more of a gap right here. But I mean, these are literally so perfect. It makes the car look really aggressive though. So now we're gonna probably end up getting a front lip. Canards go up and then they go back down. So this body line right here, canard goes up, then right here, this body line here, canard goes down, and then a lip. So we'll see what we want to do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this install video. Pretty simple install. 3 canards on both sides, 2 bolts in both canard. I had to drill the holes, so be careful when drilling. You don't want to go too big. So I started with a small bit, went up to another bit, to another size, to another size. Gradually got bigger and made those bolts fit. Again, had to take the wheels off to get inside, but worked out okay. It came out great. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video, guys.